Make...
Hi, my name is Robin. This is my YouTube channel.
Hi, my name is Robin. This is my YouTube channel.
Well done.
Wow.
Okay, despite what Robin says, this is actually my YouTube channel, or my second one. So I really love making videos, and I needed a place to put videos that weren't necessarily about art or that belonged on that main channel. I felt really torn about content that didn't quite cater to an audience that maybe wanted to exclusively see stuff about art. Eventually, I decided to create a channel where I could just kind of upload anything that I felt like making. So anything that's a bit more fun or more behind the scenes in the studio. There's a bunch of stuff which I really want to film, and I haven't felt like I've had the space to show that stuff. So then we made this channel, and that's where we're going to be uploading all that kind of stuff, and who knows where it might go. So this is the first video that I feel like I'm properly releasing to this channel, and it's about an event that we had recently. So what happens is I produce work very slowly. Most of the time, in order to survive, I have to send the works off to their prospective homes before I can have an exhibition of them. So we decided to have this evening where before I ship all the works off to their homes, I would just put them up on the walls in the studio and try and share them with the people closest to me. The artworks that I had on display at the show were Sanctuary, Gummy Bear and Eye, Figure in Frame, In Circle, and this newest work, which is the Eye for 2022, which is currently untitled. So most of the time when people are showing their works, there's an element for commercial gain, and in this instance, all the works had already been sold, and that opened up a very interesting space for us because we weren't trying to sell the works on display. What I was trying to do was just share it with my community. So we started thinking of ways that we could make the space more engaging and the level of authenticity which you don't often get when showing artworks. So bringing people into the physical space that the artworks were created in, then introducing them to the mediums, letting them play around with those. It also just gave us the opportunity with some of the projections on the wall to show what goes into creating a show like this, or creating an artwork even. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, the cameras, the editing, the amount of people involved. And it was just really great to share that process with everyone. I also wanted people to engage with the printing press, which is going to become a big part of my practice as well. So we set up a beautiful printing press table with instructions on how to make their own etchings and print them, which went down really well. I was so surprised at people's reaction to that, which kind of takes me on to the next thing, which I had no clue how people were going to react to this show. My team went through a lot of effort to try and put this together. James and Pam were like on ladders trying to hang light bulbs.
Not confident at all.
But they pulled it off, and it ended up looking incredible. I don't often show my work, and especially showing your work to your community changes the dynamic of that whole interaction. I felt so attached to it and so nervous about letting them down. There were like 1,000 things that I wasn't sure of that could go wrong or that just wouldn't live up to the expectation. And these were all reasons that I had to not have the show. Leading up to it, I spoke to Pam a lot about maybe just not doing it, like we stirring the pot, and I'm opening myself up to disappointment or criticism in a way that I'm maybe not prepared for. She did an excellent job of calming me down and just taking control and saying that it would be fine. And so I resigned myself to just let it happen. And I'm so glad I did, because the evening was magical. I think sharing your work with your community, there's such a huge return there. There's something that you can't really describe. It's different to sharing your work in a commercial space where one of the metrics that you use for success is whether the works sell or not. And in this case, the metric for success was just whether you were having a good time or whether you were engaging with your work or engaging with people who were engaging with your work in a way that you might not have before. That personal interaction transcends the interaction that I'm used to, which is that of talking to people online who have seen my work through a video or just images of it. And I love engaging like that, but this was so much more personal. There was no barrier between the audience and the work, and that was something quite special. I could brush my finger against the artwork and the graphite would come off, and I think there's this sense of reality there. You know that the medium is fragile, and you know that what you're looking at is incredibly fragile. And so I hope that everyone who was here, who saw the show, could experience that. I hope you guys enjoy this behind the scenes video. I'm really excited about this channel. The content that I want to put out here is going to be all over the show, but hopefully a lot of fun to watch and a lot of fun to make. I'm pretty sure James, Jess, and I are pretty excited about all the ideas that we have floating around. By the way, James and Jess are the two new editors. The team has been changing around a lot. Everyone's kind of been going off to bigger things, and I've captured these two new editors who are amazing, and I'm really excited to have them on my team. So anyway, the three of us are super passionate about film, and we're really excited about making some really cool videos for this channel. So yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Oh, Jono.